With the Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris around the corner, we have started to cover some of the legendary weapons that you can obtain from the Armsday order packages at the Gunsmith. The reason we are doing this is most people will be able to get these and they can all be upgraded to the fabled 310 damage with a little bit of infusion. So the weapon we are taking a look at right now is the Tuonela SR4 Scout Rifle from the Omolon Foundry, and yes, I probably did just butcher that name. First up, let's have a look at those stats. This Scout Rifle is very comparable with the Vision of Confluence and also the Suros DIS-43, which can also be obtained from one of the Armsday packages, but I would say even though these stats do look identical on the little comparison screen, the Tuonela is definitely the preferable choice of the two. Now, both of these weapons can be rolled with basically the exact same perks, and as always we will leave a link in the description box below so you can browse the full perk set, but for reference the weapon I am using has the perks Icarus, Single Point Sling and Firefly, but if I was going to choose my optimal roll I would hold out for Icarus, Snapshot and Third Eye. The reason I choose these perks is because I am a huge fan of the Mida Multitool, and Third Eye is definitely my favourite primary weapon perk, and also this weapon does kind of handle and feel slightly similar to the Mida Multitool in some aspects, even though it is a completely different brand of scout rifle. Now on to why I believe this weapon is better than the very similar Suros DIS. It all honestly comes down to the feel of the gun for me. The Suros is definitely a very good weapon to use, but the aiming with the Suros somehow feels slower and less consistent when compared to the Tuonela. This is extremely hard to show on video footage, so you will just have to trust me that this weapon is the one with the upper hand. But onto the negatives of this weapon, and to be honest, I am having to be super seriously nitpicky with these choices, but for balance, I do want to cover some of the negative aspects of the weapon. So firstly, this weapon only has 13 bullets in this standard clip. So even though this weapon is definitely capable of killing opponents in 4 shots, by the time you have killed 2 opponents, you are probably not going to have enough ammo for the third unless you are either super accurate or you have had some assistance. And because of this small clip size, even with the Firefly perk on my particular roll, I couldn't suggest this over basically any scout rifle for PvE. But if you are just looking for an Armsday weapon for PvP, which they are kind of intended for, I would stamp this weapon as a solid 8 out of 10 for a primary legendary weapon. So there you have it. This weapon is very easy to obtain, and if you were paying attention to the gameplay, you can probably see the potential if you are a scout rifle kind of player. So that brings me to the end of this overview. I hope you all have a good day, and until next time, take care and goodbye.